I'm gonna make Kyle talk because usually I'm here. So we'll make first you have to introduce yourself, say where we are and what we do in
Okay.
case he uses the video.
Yeah.
And so now you can be like,
The face.
watch yourself later and go, why did I say that? Now it's your turn.
Hi, we are Kyle and Claudia. We serve in Argentina. We've been here for over 18 years now. Just very thankful to Memorial Park for just the blessing of being here in this house, as well as just the care that we feel all the time. Just feeling uh, watched over, really. For us, wow,
Oh,
this is an interesting time. This is a new norm, I guess you could say. Um, we feel like, in all honesty, this is a time of transition for us, but we don't know what it's transitioning to. And so we honestly feel that there's an anxiety there. There's a push to move forward, but to move forward to what sometimes it feels like. We know that we feel that we're not called to move out of Argentina or out of La Misión or where we are ministering, but we just feel like there is a shift of the pieces, which is a good thing. Um, in the sense of ministry, you get to an age and people begin to look at you as a mentor and a coach and things of that nature.
you're
And
getting
we,
old. No, I'm
yeah.
kidding.
And so we feel like we've kind of shifted into that role. And so it's good. We've been away from La Misión for what now about a month, and it's continued. It's where it doesn't need us.
That's right. Family. It's good.
And that's good. And so it's good to see, but in the same sense, you're like, oh, we want to be there as well. Um, but the beauty behind that is that just God's kingdom moves forward and that his word is preached and people are impacted. And so we're just very thankful for that. Um,
So we're here in the States right now just for 6 weeks to get our youngest off to college. So part of that transitioning is officially empty nesting.
yes.
So all three children will be in the United States while we are in Argentina. So that has created um, just just the heartstrings. It's just really hard.
Yeah.
And just watching our kids in each of the seasons. So our oldest sort of graduated. He has a class left and is was going to do an internship, and that did not work out. So it's, I think, almost harder for the older student that we don't know what, how is he going to now adult launch. And Pramila probably knows a lot of this, like with the MKs and the transition now to adulthood, just coming into that reality that it's just hard for them to find their place sometimes. And do I want to go back to Argentina? That's even been a conversation. And we're like, sure, you're always welcome to come home, but what would that look like? And what does it look like to stay in the States? And so it's almost like too many opportunities. So you can pray with us as we try to help our oldest transition from college and find work and a home and do that from far away is just very difficult. And our middle child starting her sophomore year, doing well. And Abby, our youngest, is just like, I'm going home with you guys. I'm not staying. So she's really having a hard time. And so we just pray that she gives this a chance. And if it works, it works. If not, there's great schools in Argentina and she's welcome to come back. It's not the end of the world, but I think she needs to give it a chance. And so that's our family update. And so that's why we're here in the States for these 6 weeks and here at the Mission House in the meantime as we prepare to take Sarah back to Cedarville, which is 4 hours from here. So um, that's the family update. I'll let Cal continue
You
with
know,
the
and
ministry prayer.
I guess one of the major prayers we have seen a good thing happen in Argentina. The economy has improved, inflation has improved, poverty levels have lowered, but the impact on our finances is huge, and so we see the good in it, we see the beauty in it as far as for the country, but for us, our buying power over the past 3 years has reduced by 45%. And so what ends up happening is we need to raise a significant amount of money to be even remain on the field. And so just pray for with us. We have some really good opportunities to speak at a few to a few key individuals that are over churches and pastors that we have beginning to set up meetings with, and so just pray that those meetings go well. The Lord knows we just open the door and the opportunities for people to partner with us, and if the Lord chooses to use that means, that's awesome. And so we're just waiting that. I think that's part of our angst that we feel. Um,
We probably try to do too much in 6 weeks, right?
yeah.
On board and send to college and support raise and rest and do anyways, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's not the way to do it. So,
And so just pray for that, our financial situation. We know that if things don't change in the next year, we're going to have to make some serious decisions. And so the Lord knows that, and we are just trusting in Him. The next thing, like we said, there's kind of feels like a transitional year. We've been given some opportunities to possibly partner with other organizations, and so for us, that would be very cool. It's within the vein of ministry that we're already involved in. And I've been given an opportunity to possibly work with a vocational school in Uganda as a consultant, and so that would be awesome for us. And an expansion, like I said, a transition to a certain degree, and we're looking forward to something like that, but we don't know how that's going to pan out. Uh,
and some things, can I interrupt you a second? Some things about the church, so some like bullet points to be praying for. And I thought of David, CCO is investigating bringing down a CCO team. We have a mission intern who has been CCO. She's a fruit of CCO from University of Tennessee. So they flew our pastor to Lima to look at the project there, and they're headed from Lima to Buenos Aires. We're missing all the fun
yeah,
while we're here. So they're looking at a Buenos Aires team, and we would be like the over the Kyle as an elder would be the connecting point for their serving in our church. So please pray with us as we work out all the kinks and what that looks like. We're not CCO, so we're learning what all that means and how to come up with a healthy working relationship, because they're going to do it with
two
two
churches.
churches within the presbytery, two universities. So the St. Andrew's University, which used to be Presbyterian, they're like trying to bring the gospel back to that
Campus.
campus, and then the University of Buenos Aires, which is a commuter school. So be praying for that. That's a ministry thing that's important. And also our pastor's connected with City to City, ministry that Tim Keller, Redeemer Church. Anyway, the big conference will be hosted in Buenos Aires in October. And so it doesn't affect us directly, but we're just going to be the worker bees there. And we're excited for that opportunity. And so we appreciate prayer for that, to know where our place is and how to participate, and also glean from that in this new season. And lastly, pray for the church as we're not there, as the small groups and the vocational school and all the many things going on without us being there. Kyle got a phone call yesterday from someone we've been in touch with that's been in prison and released, and he's just looking for
Community.
community, and we're here, and so you're like, we'll be there soon, but he needs like
Now.
crisis right now, and we're here, and out of all times he calls us. And so that's how God, to me, it's like a reminder when I'm doubting, do we go home, and you get this phone call from Guige out of the blue. You're like, okay, yeah, we're supposed to be there, and who's going to be there right now to connect them? And we did connect them with someone, but I just feel like that's God pulling on our heartstrings, reminding us that's where we're supposed to be. So is that works pretty much good?
Just pray for family.
Pray for us.
Yeah, you got a lot going on, and not being in the center of it makes it just a whole other interesting dynamic, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been great for you to be here. I appreciate the little bit of time that we got to spend together, and look forward to at least a little more before you move to the next
Amen.
thing. I hope you got a little rest in between. I know you got a lot going on. Yeah,
It's been
that's
great.
a wishful hope.
We
Yeah,
even got
yeah,
to
yeah.
go see Scott. I mean, Scott Boyd's not here, but we got to go hang out over there at Prism, and that was really cool.
Oh, that's
That
so
was a great
cool.
experience. That was amazing. I mean, the church
Did you
itself,
see all
that
the stuff filled in the church? Because everyone's starting to bring
phenomenal,
things.
phenomenal. And
Yeah,
the building
yeah.
and all the stuff and the, oh,
The
blown away.
ministry in itself.
Ministry itself. And for those that don't
Yeah.
know, Scott's wife broke her two ankles right in the
Yeah,
middle of
yeah,
all this. And so
yeah.
our hearts are with them and we can pray for them, I'm sure,
This
in the midst
Saturday
of
is their
this.
garage giveaway so that everyone who comes from around the world can get their apartments furnished and they deliver to their apartments. They get the shop. I want that desk. I want that bed. And then they get it furnished and then invited to dinner and to fellowship. And the reality is, some of those people find Christ for the first time.
Amen.
And
Amen.
then a lot of them go back to their home country and they bring Christ with them. So it's
Yeah.
just a
And a
really cool
garage
thing.
sale, it like puts it to, it
Yeah.
makes you put an image in your head. This is not a garage
This
sale.
is
This
like
massive.
a garage outlet. I don't know, like give it
It
a,
is.
it
There's
was,
literally
we were
hundreds of
blown
students
away. I wish we would have
every
done a
year.
video.
Yeah.
And then in this
Prism?
old Presbyterian church in the
Right.
middle, like across the street from University of Pitt, we were just,
Yeah.
anyway, this
The
is a
opportunity is
fruit
huge.
of these Zoom meetings to be able to connect with another ministry that you've been seeing all these years
Yeah.
online and to actually be there and be sorting sheets and talking to Sonia and Charlene and meeting prison people.
Yeah.
That was
That's great.
amazing. That's like, I don't know.
This is a highlight of
That was a
it.
highlight of our trip. It was
It's a
awesome.
big deal. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very, very, very cool.
And
to be-
Scott wasn't even
yeah.
there. Like the whole point was to see him, poor guy.